assuming you bothered to read Omnitrix stuff, did you notice something weird going on between your character and mine in that story?
I read snippets. I haven't
Well, to be fair,
really.
depending on if he's reading, well,
It
that was going to be my first question. Are you reading it or are you skimming through it? The the bear icon moves in there, but
I bring this up because it seems like there's a bit of animosity between our two characters, especially on my end. And I'm like, why is he writing me like this?
well, we just treat them as separate people. It's like, yes, I have the distinct feeling that Sean and Zach have beef somewhere, and I don't know why. I don't think that's supposed to be there, like in that form to make the audience go, "Oh, well, you guys, well, what's going on with you two right now?" Like something totally went on that you guys are still working through. That's like just everywhere because you just, well, bleh. I wasn't sure if it was just me seeing that or if it's like, no, did anyone else notice that? If you're having a more or less non-argument about going after him to figure out where he went in the woods when he went for his walk because he hasn't come back yet. Um, but you don't seem to actually be arguing about whether or not you need to go after him. But it's framed in the way that like almost like that you were having an argument about going after him, so no one says such things. And the character thought is so quick to raise a hand and be like, "No, I'm not. We're not having this argument. We are doing this because I said so." To the character of Zach's face, that I'm just like, "You guys have past beef somewhere, and like, we'll find that out eventually or something." It's just very, especially because he's also got to wave the, you aren't part of this friend group as long as we've been friends, kind of bone in front of people's face, which also I thought was weird because we don't get any hint that of how many people are even here to start with. And then all of a sudden, okay, friends go. Well, two of his friends come looking for him, but one's got to waive the fact that him and Andrew go back way farther than the other guy who is. Oh my goodness. Struggling to stay coherent because I'm just like, we'll kick off another batch of stuff that we don't want to dive into. But I was wasn't sure. I'm like, is it just me? Did anyone else see that, or like, am I putting something that isn't there? Because also the latest bubble makes me think that I'm not entirely well. Not that I'm not entirely wrong, but that some of the things I picked up on probably aren't there intentionally, but there is some intention to make the character Zach separate from everybody else, and we'll get there.
Honestly, I got no freaking clue. It's weird.
Bear
Like,
says he has.
But that's why I was saying, I'm like, I'm not sure because like we've been kind of half roasting it as we read, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know if that was supposed to be there or not. I think some level of it probably intentional there now with the last bubble. Um, is I'm gonna call the fact that the Zach character is probably a plumber, like just from how everything's framed so far, especially with the last bubble. I'm like, yep, okay, there's a plumber. Um, but the conversation, like the, because he also, I don't understand why he did this. He breaks up the flow with that conversation the two characters have in the first place between him noticing people here and then him reacting to people that are here, the Andrew character. For a conversation that he goes out of his way to also make sure that he tells the audience that his character does not hear. I'm like, well, then why don't you finish reacting to it, switch a viewpoint or something like that real quick, and then come back or something? No, we don't do any of that. But it's that conversation he's not supposed to have overheard between the characters of Sean and Zach that make me go, I think the two of you, the way that you're kind of slightly antagonistic to each other, there's got to be some beef somewhere, and I don't know. where it started or what it's for. Because I'm like, I guess you're trying to have an argument about something, but I don't think it's the argument I think that we're not quite having right now about whether or not to go after Andrew. So I just, ugh. But if you're still more or less kind of like reading, but like read skimming through the bubbles, then I vote. That's why I was just curious because I'm like I might have been the only one that caught that. I think probably because that's just how I'm half looking at it. But I was just curious if it was just something that I saw, or if other people noticed that. So otherwise, it was
One
probably just me. But I'm like, I don't think that's here intentionally. So besides the fact that I'm annoyed at this thing just for lacking any sense of space whatsoever. Where everything is, how much everything is, I don't think we know.
Like, fair. You know how in my NLP stuff, you actually complimented me for her going into such detail about how Horseshoe Bay and Canterlot?
yeah.
Imagine the exact.
Got it.
We need some sense of space to let us know how we're moving around the space we're in. We get none of that. Hell, in the beginning, like the fact that there's only two of you there I mean, it's the audience wouldn't be mistaken for assuming that there's only three people around this campfire, or from assuming that maybe this is a bigger shindig and there's like 25 people roaming around, because none of that is well defined in the beginning.
Also, one thing I noticed is that his main character is way too cool-headed about all this.
He
Right?
is until, well, no, he is until he isn't. And for the age that you guys are supposed to be at, I will buy that because you're past the immediate panic kind of phase. But you need to be consistent because he's either, oh, okay, nonchalant of ain't bothered by that, some that you go, that would freak most people out.
Yeah.
Or he's freaking that you go, well, now this feels almost out of place that you're freaking out about this thing, but didn't panic about the first. I don't understand. Um, it's how he's supposed to suddenly be surprised by the fact that his head's on fire when he hasn't made any mention of the fact that he can even see his head. You know, like he's not looking at any reflection of himself and seeing the fire. He's somehow able to see the fire around his head from inside his own eyeballs. I'm like, how did you know that? Oh, well, that explains why the weird shape of the head was. It's because his head's on fire. How do you know that? When in the other thing he started writing about the other game thing that kind of blew up in front of people, like he went out of his way to find a mirror for an avatar that he could pull up his inventory and see. I don't understand.
So hello everyone, we're live.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail things again, but I'll just.
No, it's fine. When
Oh.
people tune in on the VOD, they'll just get an 8-minute rant about some guy's Ben 10 story.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not the
We're
weirdest
out for
thing.
blood today already.
Not the weirdest thing this stream has opened up on. Oh
All
shit.
right then. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, we're gonna get worked up over this stuff before I get to go to work, and have people worked up over the fact that we have no French dressing. Alrighty then. It'll be a good day. It's a Monday.
All right. We're back with Final Fantasy
Oh,
16. Um, I got Streamlabs back, so we're playing this. Also, if you've seen the, also you've probably seen the title for this video. Um, Rahmu is one of my favorite summons. Second only to Alexander, who is unfortunately not in this game. So I'm Rahmu all the way, baby.
It's downstairs. Try not to get
And in the match in Gundam Battle Operations 2 I'm currently playing, I'm still somehow the oldest
Careful,
bull
you. I'll
suit
spare
on
you
the
the
team.
Helps remember to keep you from getting shot. That seems to be
Well, he's not out
And how
chasing
did you like the
seems
stew?
like it today. So. Well, yeah.
He's in. Oh
But
Goods was it?
we'll leave our adventures in writing over on the wall. Go back
How's one
into
go
normal
about
chat.
that?
The
no. Well,
normal MO today.
there's old Nan's place.
That could be that
Oh,
we
Nan,
You
second
guys are
thought.
kind of cutting out here and there.
Maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
Blacksmith.
well, I'm moving
Good
around.
fortune is then.
That's probably not helping. Just because when I start that level,
Wait, no, hold up.
I have
You'll
to
be
pay.
needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise.
Yeah, like the team
Might not
currently
anyway.
consists of a Gundam GP02 Chrysalis, a Rigazi, a Hyakushiki,
Forge is down the end. Just follow the
and
sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
another Gundam I
Does
cannot
it
immediately
look like you're
identify.
going here for another bloody
Are you Blackthorn?
Down on that.
What if I am? No time for idle chatter. I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sister Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment. You could be accompanying the
yeah.
goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Maybe you'd
Is that
speedrun
so?
of the game instead of doing speedrunning on the clock. That's
Oh, so this guy's not gonna help me unless I get him drunk first.
I can take it back.
Oh, it's the new Rigazi
Damn you, Boots.
that's going around. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
he's
you
in.
can-
Alright. No need to be
be
hasty.
enough liquor in the hobby.
Let's have a look at you.
Well, I would say actually the level of the
I doubt that lot
amount
can
of
stay
alcohol
a
you give
Mughals
them.
fart.
No, my enemy team has a
I'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly.
gonna feel conflicted
I'll
about
do
shooting
what I
that
can,
down.
as a favor to Goot's mind.
Otherwise, if it's shooting at you, it's fair game.
Alright,
I am also hilariously missing my.
forging. I can make an iron belt.
On the belt, Caesar Square.
I gotta
You
be
want
there.
anything else?
Wait, that's not how it says I'm gluten free. Never mind, I can shoot that.
Word of advice.
I'll pop in the rant by and by.
I suppose I should thank Goots. Well, feel saying fortune, do you? No scratches, right?
And so I listed off the rest of my team. I'm in a full armor Gundam,
I ain't the
Nice.
the
am I?
standard 1-year war type Thunderbolt version.
Look,
Like I want to clarify, the standard 1-year
Well,
war
if it needs
type,
repairing.
not the Thunderbolt version.
Got it.
I don't have any combo arms, which has
off you go then.
which of course means I am incredibly slow.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth Colders when we're done?
You take it back and tell that mocker down.
There was one match where my team had no raid mobile suits whatsoever, and I got eaten alive. This team has the opposite problem. Too many raids.
Oh!
3 of 5 people are raid mobile suits.
So, when I craft something, I automatically equip it. Because I have the bracers and iron belt already on. That's actually really good.
I have no idea how I survived that, but I'll take it. Let's me meet up with my team at least.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Gotes looks like a big, lovable oaf. He
GPO2, who's going this way?
he looks like he's big and looks like he could
Quick as you like.
fight with a strength of 10 men, but he looks like he also looks like he couldn't hurt a fly.
Right. You make it comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket.
I tried repairing a
We'll
teammate's
see
mobile
if I
suit
don't
while
need to,
their
eh?
pilot was capturing a point.
Wait, me?
Evidently, I shouldn't have bothered.
What the hell have I got myself into?
Wait, what's this guy's name? Curmudgeon?
Are we safe?
Is that actually this dude's name?
I am smiling like a moron.
Who are they? Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers.
Oh, they call him
My
bearers,
initial
not
judgment
Brandon.
was wrong. I don't have it, Alex. I have a
This
Blue
really won't make
Destiny
it through the
3.
night.
That I
You can find
can
your way
shoot
up
at.
instead to the infirmary. We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Shift your arse.
Because
Okay.
while I don't have the kind of sentimental attack that would make it difficult.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for
Oh,
tearful
dude's trying to
reunions when
abandon his
she's
mobile
recovered.
suit to see if that'll
here for
spare his
jail.
life.
You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers.
And he was nearly right.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Unfortunately, someone else is after him.
Say so.
He's going to be all
I
right.
got caught in my own
I'll
team
need to
support
examine the
fire by
both of the
accident.
infirmary.
That is a bad sign.
My work's just begun.
So one thing I've noticed is that there are some people here who still have the bearer mark, the slave mark, and there's some who don't have it at all, and there's some who have scars where the mark should be.
No easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto.
So that tells me that like some people have just burned the mark off.
I do need some supplies. Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help.
Should I be concerned she's named after the
Oh,
ferryman of the underworld?
not likely. I won't be staying. Is that right?
I mean, you have
Well, for as long as you are,
you've got a guy upstairs, huh?
you helped us today. We won't forget it.
2 of the enemy team did.
Oh. You got a guy upstairs named after who's carrying on the name of Sid, one of the most famous names in Final Fantasy. You have a spoony bard in the freaking canteen.
Who are these people?
Like, the naming choices here are starting to get a little worrisome.
Do you think we should go and help?
Don't think I haven't noticed. Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is
3
a
more
demanding
matches.
mistress, and we are too few to keep her
3
on her
more
feet.
rated matches, and
Might
I can
persuade
finally
you
say,
to
go
deliver
the
a
hell
meal or
away.
two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful. They're hot.
As long as I don't have to do a mini game to keep myself from burning myself or some shit.
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
Okay, no, I just have to give them their food.
So here's a fun fact for this Full Armor Gundam. I actually do have 3 custom color schemes for it. I'm using all 3 slots. Set number 3 is my take on rollout colors, white and gray.
Okay.
Set 2 is RX-78 2 colors.
Okay.
You think he'd have time for a
I
nip with
couldn't
our
just
orders
not
before
do
scampering
that.
back to his soul?
Yeah.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see.
And set number 1
He
is
left
my
me
own
half
personal
lame,
color scheme.
truth be told.
Okay.
But Sid took me in nonetheless.
I feel bad for all these people because like almost everyone here was a former slave, and they do not have kind stories. This one guy's name is Lame Bearer, and I know what they actually mean, but that, oh no. What's your name, Studious Bearer?
There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
I can't even talk to him. Okay.
All done, I presume?
Splendid. They were bearers. All 3 of them. Slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strong box
Alright.
are yours to do with as you will. Thank you,
Also,
Clive.
did someone
Do
say
come and visit me
desire?
again, won't you?
What? No, 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 no!
See, when I hear that, all I hear is The Power of Desire by Mike Saunders of 13.
The
Ah. See, now when I hear Desire, I think of freaking Kamen Rider Geats and the Desire Grand Prix and all of the absolute chaos that has happened because of it.
I heard they escaped their masters.
Here's a good example. In the newest episode of Kamen Rider Geats, Keiwa, aka Kamen Rider Tycoon, had wished for a world where the people killed during the DGP were revived so that he could get his sister back. However, in this new world, his sister is still dead, but dead by a different means. Also,
that sucks.
yes. Also, apparently she was. Oh, fuck. Ow. My arm. Okay. Ow. Whew. Woo. Woo. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. The thing, the thing that lets the chair go back, was undone, and I fell a little bit. All right. What was I saying? Right. So a Kamen Rider who had previously died in the DGP was apparently responsible for his sister's death in this new world. And also, several episodes back, we learned that not Nago, Neon, aka Kamen Rider Nago, is essentially a wish baby. She was created by the DGP in order for so that her father would become a sponsor for them in the present day, since the DGP like moves across different eras. The reason why they did this is because his real daughter Akari was killed by a kidnapper.
What?
Wait, who said that?
Me.
Oh, shit, I thought you were still gone.
What? What the hell am I missing?
Anyway, yeah, the guy that killed Akari is now a Kamen Rider. I don't know if he was one beforehand, but he is now, and he targeted Neon, thinking that she was Akari, since they're kind of the same person.
This whole place.
When? What? How?
You have something. Let's just say you have something to look forward to.
I guess so.
Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be...
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me, and it takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
So,
Certainly looks like
yeah,
You can say that again. The fallen knew their
I
craft,
thought you
made
were
no
still
mistake.
gone. That's why I
Even
was
there,
telling
you
Latios
were
about some
right.
fucked up shit in Kamen Rider
Walls
Geats.
need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. Alright, where can I find this
see.
wood?
Ask over at the White Ants.
Oh god.
They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Jeffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate it.
Here we are. We better get this.
Alright, now I just gotta take these back to Jeffrey.
Was it?
And that should be it for side quests.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't
Why
too much
does...
trouble.
Jeffrey, why do you look like Putin?
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck.
Look at this man. He looks like Vladimir Putin.
Just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative.
I know what you actually said, but my brain went Putis instead.
Now stop fretting. and
Putis
take
Spence
this.
are here.
You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to.
That's not a matter of need. You're one of us now.
So, want to see something interesting, Bear?
Sure.
Have a bunch of the alternate concepts for the Turn A Gundam just crammed into the general chat that we were in.
Wait, which chat?
The voice chat general.
Oh, okay. It took a minute. Alright, let's see. That's...
What's up,
okay.
Armorhide?
Armorhide, hello!
Hey, Armorhide.
Armorhide, I'm sorry, but I'm about to kill Bear.
I accidentally spoiled something for him.
Not touching that with a 39.5-foot pole.
You were here for it! You know what I did! Also, those...
I also wasn't paying attention because I'm trying to get my freaking game to work.
You know what? Fair enough. Also, those concepts look pretty cool.
I heard they escaped their masters.
All done by other mech designers and artists. Now, do you want to see what the prototypes of the Turn A look like?
Sure.
Provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make
A bunch of these came from Sid Mead's
It's Clive.
book regarding the prototypes of the Turn A.
I hear that dog.
A Game of Thrones stream?
Familiar if
Since he followed Sido,
no
might have
other
seen
Turn
to it
A.
that his chin's rubbed and his belly fat. Though I suppose that's your job now.
I mean, basically.
Unless you lose
It's
it.
basically Game of Thrones.
I won't.
But, you know,
Not again.
better.
Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with
Like,
my
credit where it's
hard-won
due to
wares while
Sid
you
Mead.
swagger
He's
about with
got
a
an
pocket
amazing
full of
art
gil.
style, and he's made some
Life
really
doesn't
good
work that way, lad.
mobile suits.
Now, let's
Even
see
if
some coin.
they're kind of weird compared to other mobile suits, but that's part of why I love them. One of the early Turn A concepts actually got recycled into the Sumo.
Interesting.
Another mobile suit from the Turn A series that was used primarily for, like, aces, I think.
You got out else?
Now I just gotta wait to see if the internet will let things actually go the way they need to.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
That's all.
Why, you're barely a guilty a name.
I have like 10,000... I have like... Hey, there's my dog.
You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. make an exception.
Also, is it me or does that dog have a cutie mark on its butt?
But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Woof.
So, yeah. If you look at some of these earlier designs, they may look a tad familiar.
Let's see here. I see a picture of the F-91 and what I think is the Shining Gundam?
Shining Gundam.
It looks like they were trying to use design
That's the
aspects.
Shining Gundam.
Looks like they were trying to use design aspects for that, from those to, in designing the Turn A.
Like, a lot of these earlier designs are reminiscent of previous Gundam designs, and one in particular looks like a thing that would later be used in Turn A proper.
You're right. Oh, interesting.
There's a timeline where the Turn A looks even more different.
There's a timeline where it didn't have a V-fin at all.
There's a timeline where the friggin' Sumo was the Turn A Gundam instead. Speaking of which, in an interview with Yoshiyuki Tomino, he actually admitted they only kept the name Gundam on the title due to a bit of an obligation with Bandai and
If you're gonna buy some, be quick.
if they could have gotten away with it, it wouldn't have been called Turn A Gundam at all. Just Turn A.
Damn.
And I'm talking the show, not the mobile scene.
Oh.
Taking an interest, are you?
Because Turn A was supposed to be that level of special. It's the end of all things Gundam. I mean, I've told Taro about this before, but the Turn A's name is derived from a math term meaning for all. So the Turn A Gundam's name can be read as For All Gundam.
Interesting.
Because all roads lead to Turn A.
No matter what other people try to say.
You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you.
Because I've heard people like try to dispute the fact that, like, there's a bunch of different timelines now. They can't all converge on Turn A. Fucking watch it happen. Also,
you could argue that there's multiple correct entries for multiple Turn A's connected to those multiple timelines, and still all roads will lead to Turn A.
like, someone tried to tell me that freaking Requiegista in G or whatever takes place after Turn A, and I'm just like, no. I don't care. I don't care if that's what people are saying. No.
People can't seem to decide if it takes place before or after Turn A because a lot of the continents mentioned are basically the exact same.
Uh-oh, glowing pillar.
Like, there's a point where Tomino himself couldn't decide if it was before or after Turn A.
Ugh.
And has said both. Personally, I think it takes place before Turn A, just so Gundam itself can have a relatively peaceful bookend. With the last of the hyper-destructive Gundams sealed away in a nanoskin cocoon, hours of tragedy is finally coming to an end. Peace is allowed to prosper. I feel like that's an ideal endpoint for Gundam. All roads lead to Turn A, and Turn A is the destination. With Turn A Gundam, more than one unit. And I'm not even the freaking mass production types that don't have the mustache and have visors instead. I'm talking, there was a test unit for a bunch of the technology that may in fact have been the unit that Laurent Stahak found.
Huh.
Versus the Dark History unit, which I believe is actually the unit he found. Also, on the note of the mass production Turn A, here it is. There's a picture I can find of it.
I love that these goblins in this like virtual battle space are called Virtual Mugger. Like, give me your IP address. No. Stabby, stabby. Alright, let's take a look at the mass-produced Turn A. Oh, yeah! Oh. Armor High played the Shinobi thing. Shinobi! Ken-son!
I'm half tempted to go through Shinobi's entire like re-battle catchphrase every time that thing's played. I'm half tempted to, but I don't know if I should.
Look at that dog's ass! It has a cutie mark!
What'd you say, Latios?
Taro, nobody's judging you here. Go ahead.
Okay. Shinobi no kete, inaiba no kokoro, Kamen Rider Shinobi Kenzan.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
I just realized what you're talking about there. Why were you looking?
What?
Why were you looking at the dog's butt?
'Cause look, it's got a cutie mark!
MLP joke. Also, my team consists of the full Armor Gundam, Heavy Gundam, Delta Gundam, Zeta Plus C1, and me in the Full Armor Mark II. If it weren't for the fact that the match had an error trying to set itself up, I would have had the worst possible team.
Armor High,
Shinobi
don't do this to me. Don't do this.
Shinobi is a neat rider, and while yes, Geats is also amazing, I wouldn't mind getting an actual Shinobi series.
I want to live in the universe where we got that series. But yeah, look at the dog's butt. He has 3 little white spots. That's like a cutie mark from MLP.
I blame myself for getting him interested in the first place. Evidently, I wrote a decent history key that he said, okay, you know what, screw it, I'm interested.
Yeah, he got me hooked.
Is it related to Mr. Burns?
No.
What?
Who?
character from The Simpsons. It's not that kind of mystery. We're not wondering who shot Mr. Burns.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
Even though it was clearly Maggie.
Okay. I'm just saying, if The Simpsons were to ever do an episode of how exactly Earth gets destroyed, I'm leaving the planet.
I'm gonna regret giving me the opportunity to do this.
The dog's mark looks like Mr. Burns' birthmark. Oh! The dog's... The mark on the dog looks like Mr. Burns' birthmark.
Wait, where is his birthmark again?
I don't remember where his birthmark is. I'm not sure I want to know.
Well, here goes nothing. I'm going out in a Gundam Pixie.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon.
In a high-level match, this is probably a death sentence, but I'm doing it anyway.
Sounds like it.
Good boy.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Torgal has joined the party! Da 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 da. Item shortcuts and pet commands. Wait, the dog knows cure? The dog knows magic! How does the dog know magic?
Hey.
I mean, you yourself said it had a cure.
I taught Torgal what he knows. Leave him alone. He's
Oh.
doing his best.
Also, his cutie mark is just Mr. Burns' birthmark. I don't think that has anything to do with healing.
Burns is effectively immortal anyway.
Unless there's a...
That's because he's one of Satan's employees.
Well, I was gonna say, like, he's immortal until, like, a strong gust of wind hits him.
No, you don't remember the episode where Bar and Lisa legitimately go to hell? And,
I'm talking about the episode where, like, Mr. Burns is at the hospital. And he goes, so you're saying I'm invincible? Oh no, even the slightest gust of wind could invincible.
When they get back, it turns out that Mr. Burns' office is a hell court.
Doom music intensifies.
Yeah, but like, that was a Treehouse of Horror segment, and those are, as far as I know, non-canon to the show.
We still have a way to go.
Fair.
Yes?
Level up!
Perfect!
Game over. Would ask Latios how they feel about
Ah, now I should start running.
What the fuck is that? That looks like a bearded dragon.
Armor, what exactly are you talking about?
The transformation cubes.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food.
Hell no, to the no.
I'm not hugging that thing, it's too spiky.
Poor sod.
Also, Taro, he posted what he's talking about in the general chat. Or, not general chat, general channel. Yeah, in the text channels.
Oh, those things! Okay, I'm...
Well, the shrubs are
Listen,
much better.
listen, I'm an idiot sometimes.
I'm not... Okay, I'm not gonna... I'm not saying anything.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
First of all, thank you, Bears.
That's the underground sorted. I'll take it from
Thank you,
Latios,
Latios.
Armorhide sent you a video.
Well, get to know me before you make that assumption.
Listen, we all have moments of stupid.
Except for me, I have rare moments of not being stupid.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Dude, like...
No,
like, not even 5 minutes ago, I was talking about how the dog had a cutie mark on its ass. Okay?
There's probably a lesson to be learned.
Well, not any more than the rest of us, at least.
honestly, I did more than I expected I'd do with 50, 60 so far.
Latias, I don't know if you heard me before, but Armorhide sent you a video.
I'm in the middle of a live match right now. I can't look.
Okay.
Though, by all intents and purposes, I do think I'm technically a ninja.
Green ninja or purple ninja?
No, ninja.
So, orange ninja.
Argyle ninja.
Taro really wants to kill me right now, I can tell.
Oh, I have an umbrella in my hands and I'm just waiting to put the business end through your skull and open it.
If you really want me dead, good luck trying. I've been trying for years.
No, legit. Back in high school,
Wait, where's the story going?
Not literally. I haven't actually been doing that. The joke was in poor taste, and I apologize.
The second you said that, Taro was about to start a story. I was like, wait, where's this going?
Oh, no. You'll enjoy this. So back in high school, my friends had a tendency to throw objects, not big objects, like the size of a pen or a playing pad.
Okay.
One day, and I'm not kidding you, without even thinking, the second he threw a pen or pencil at me, I legitimately catched it in my fingers.
Yo!
Like, not even pinching it, and literally went between my fingers, and I caught it, and I'm just like,
Must be a nice
what the hell?
Oh, come on. This dude barely gets back, and already somebody's shooting at it.
Like, nah. I just took a object out of, wherever the hell objects Common Riders go to whenever they need them.
Mallet space.
I'll admit I
Yeah.
haven't counted on
I did that motion, and the second I did, it must have channeled the power of
At least one of us knows.
a common writer, because I caught it in between my fingers. And even my friend was just like, how in the hell did you do that?
Thank you, Toggle.
I'll watch that later.
What else? Oh yeah. Okay, so like, yeah, I'm 6'3" in height, so
Fuck you.
It's very hard for me to hide. My high school had a place for people like me. Like, yeah, I'm autistic. People like me to go to just to get away from class for a couple hours, right?
I had that too, kind of.
In this building, we had what is typically called a ball pit. What?
Oh, okay.
You don't know what that is, do you?
No, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Yes. Hello, Epsilon.
Hey, Epsilon.
Yes, like a Chuck E. Cheese. So whenever I have free time, I go up, take off my shoes, take off my glasses, hat, goggles, whatever could fall out into the pit, never to be seen again. Take all that off, and dive in. And I'm kid you not a single person could tell I'm in there.
And you said you're over 6 foot?
6'3", yes.
Huh. That's been a deep ass ball pit. Epsilon says he's buying clothes right now.
Like, even if the teachers were to stick their hands into the pulpit to see if I'm there, they wouldn't be able to find me. Oh god, now I'm reminded of this one story.
I hope so.
Okay, so I was just vibing in the pit,
So much for your short.
and, like, minding my own business.
Quite as quick.
I noticed that the lights
We're
come
damn
on.
sight quicker if
Now
you
the
like.
lights are motion activated.
Exactly.
They come on, and I realize, oh hey, someone entered the room. So I stick my head up. Turns out one of the teachers was showing off to rooms to their superiors. And here's me, just in the pit. They didn't even realize I was there until another teacher said, wait, isn't Taro in here? They look at the pulpit. So I think I may have given one of the supervisors a mini heart attack.
Epsilon, I swear to God, if you're buying clothes at the soup store, I am going to fucking hit you.
I'm buying clothes.
I made that go already.
Go into the next aisle, Epsilon.
What are they doing? I mean, I got food. Where are you right now? At the soup store. Why are you?
Whoa, whoa, wait, whoa, hold on, what?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
When did this happen?
Going on vacation without telling us. How could you?
I doubt he'll do that again. Not if we kill him first. That'll help.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This time.
just for that, I have a question for you though. Supercalifragilistic is a long word. Can you spell it?
Why would anyone ever say yes to that question?
How's Little Bear doing?
Little Bear's doing okay. He's been playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently.
First time I'm ever hearing that word.
Do they not have Mary Poppins where you're from?
Either that or it's so old.
So surprise, Sid's the dominant, although we already knew that considering lightning happened and then he showed up.
Well, yeah. Can you spell it? Epsilon. Can you spell it?
You're a dominant.
Well, not by choice, mate. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads.
I've heard of a
You
word.
just did it. You just did it right now.
Well, I've actually heard this word more than a few times, and I still can.
You just did it right now, Epsilon.
What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of
No,
us.
no. The trick was.
And deserved.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, the
Can-
trick was.
The ability to use magic off some great beasts
Supercalifragilistic is a long
should
word.
come
Can
instead
you
of left
spell
outcast. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see.
I'm going to slap you
So
now,
what you're
okay?
saying
Okay.
is you want to
Slap.
start a war.
No, Epsilon, think about it.
You flatter
Can
me,
you
lad.
spell it?
My days as a firebrand are long behind me.
IT. Can you spell it?
I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place
The
where we
joke
can die
is the
on our
word
own
"it" is
terms.
what he's asking you to spell.
Ah! Epsilon, will you just listen?
Nero,
What have you
what?
done?
Nero spicy?
I drink spicy water, I can't think. The hell?
I think he's trying to imply he's drunk.
What exactly do you plan on doing when you find this?
Epsilon, you're too young to be drinking.
I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother.
Oh no!
Cut out the tongue
Oh!
of any man who tries to talk me
Oh, fuck! Wait. Clown juice.
Dark enough as it is.
The grimace shape.
Then why say clown juice? Because Grimace isn't a clown. He's a... whatever the fuck Grimace is.
Grimace is a
Mascot is a clown.
Grimace is a grimace. Apparently, it is both his name and his species.
So he's a Pokemon?
So it's some sort of demon. Well, if you really think about it.
I've been seeing those memes all over the place. Like, I show Latio some of them.
Don't really know how it actually started.
By accident. After that.
Like, okay. How long ago did the Grimace Shake anniversary thing start?
Like a month ago, I think?
Then where did the meme come from? Like,
I have no idea.
okay, seriously, who thought it would be a fun idea to be like, oh hey,
Right.
McDonald's made a new drink. Let's try it. 5 minutes later, on the ground dead.
Or spewing purple slime.
Wait, purple slime? Never seen that one.
Yeah, for the ones that don't want to imply they got deleted, they end up covered in purple slime, like they've been covered in the freaking thing itself.
I'm pretty sure they just spilled the drink on themselves.
No soda is bad for your mom?
Alright.
Wait, why?
Alright. KnowYourMeme.com, don't fail me now. Alright. The Grimace Shake trend, also known as the Grimace Shake incident and the Grimace Shake death, refers to a series of parody horror videos that depict people dying or going insane after drinking the McDonald's Grimace milkshake. The meme trend was started by TikToker at the Frasmaz in mid-June 2023 and went viral later that month. Most notable,
Well, of course it started on TikTok.
most notably on TikTok and Twitter, where it inspired other videos of people dying after drinking the shake, as well as a fan art trend in which artists draw characters drinking the shake then dying.
Of course it had to start on TikTok. No wonder I didn't know where it came from.
Nothing good ever comes from there.
Exactly! And yet, most of my classmates still use it. Hell,
This is why I started we're just spiraling on the path towards self-delete as a species.
Even my own mom is using it now, and all I can do is cringe.
McDonald's acknowledges Grimace Shake trend. On June 27, 2023, McDonald's, and by extension Grimace itself, appeared to acknowledge the Grimace Shake trend, posting the tweet below, which earned over 80,000 likes in 3 days. Grimace seemed horrified in the picture, according to some, such as NBC News. The meme was also posted to Instagram, garnering over 292,000 likes in 3 days. And it's just a tweet of Grimace looking scared, with the tweet saying, "Me pretending I don't see the Grimace Shake trend." Oh my god!
So it turns out that this Grimace fake was don't hate me. But it turns out the Grimace shake was Grimace's canon event.
I'm looking at a photo of Yamcha in his death pose, and there's like purple splotches on his outfit, and the milkshake off to the side.
On a tangent, just an unrelated thing, so I can switch gears away from deadly milkshakes.
Yeah.
Bear, you said you liked the joke I made about what happens when someone gets overcharged with too much magic.
Yes. I believe you called it magic zoomies.
Yep. Because what else would Spike have called it?
Thanks you guys. Now I'm going through an existential crisis. My brain is now mush like mashed potatoes, but brain eats cereal with mayo. What the fuck, man?
Okay, no.
Hang on.
No.
Hang on. I have a few stick packs here somewhere. I can fix you.
Fat Epsilon. Don't make me get the spray bottle.
they Jagamon now? What? The... Oh, smashed... Okay. I was wondering what the hell you're talking about.
But... Dip spun into...
Boy, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Fight 2, the magic zoomies was gonna happen. And he's going like, do you remember what happened last time you let magic build up too long? Because I do. But look, he says, you give Pinkie Pie a run for her money.
I'm going through some shit, okay?
Epsilon.
You need a hug and a therapist? I think you need a hug and a therapist.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay,
There's
Jen.
a good boy.
How did we explode your brain?
I think you explode his brain by explaining the supercalifragilistic joke.
Oh no, I get the joke. That Armor Hype posted in memes.
Pulls out AK. Back away, bub. Oh, who are you now? Wolverine?
Oh my god! Armorhide!
This is also known as the first half of Double Zeta.
What?
Armorhide posted a meme of the Zeta Gundam in a wheelchair.
Isn't
being
that,
pushed by the Memnon.
Isn't that, Mikazuchi?
No, that's Camille.
What happened to Camille?
The end of Zeta Gundam happened.
I thought that was Mikazuchi.
Let's make this
Spoilers for a basically 40-year-old anime, but here we go. So, at the end of Zeta Gundam, in a desperation play to end the final battle, Camille transforms the Zeta Gundam into its Wave Rider jet mode and proceeds to ram the nose cone into the cockpit of his opponent. His opponent, being a powerful enough new type himself, sends out a psychic shockwave that essentially turns Camille into a vegetable for the next several episodes of Double Zeta. In the novel, it's even worse, because he basically regresses to a I'm freaking out. And in the novel, because his helmet was broken, and he eventually, he's freaking out. It's too hot in here. I have to find the door. So, he does find the switch for the cockpit hatch. And it opens, while his helmet's broken. In space.
Yikes.
The setting was so dark. Zeta Gundam, a new translation, effectively became a whole new timeline separate from the rest of the Universal Century because it retconned the ending, therefore making Double Zeta more difficult to actually happen and also affecting Char's counterattack.
Right. Also, Latios, not Latios, Epsilon. None of your guns will work against me. I have used the zombie buckle way too many times.
And?
I've died and come back so many times, I just don't care anymore.
We're just down that way. All of them. Rieger's my witness.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
stuffs face with bread and lemon juice. Please tell me you want lemonade.
We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven
I have a
loyal?
perfect meme response to Armorhide's meme.
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Well, Bear, what do you think?
Let me see. Also, holy shit! I'm fucking sick. I'm saving this image.
Epsilon, this is gonna go as well as Epsilon.
Commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her.
This is about to go as well as the fight between Jotaro and Dio. You being Dio.
So, she just beheaded that man. Like, holy fuck.
Let's get this over with then.
You'd think I would have gotten used to the brutality of this game so far, but no.
At least they're not giant lizards.
I also have a Gundam X team I could be dead. The doctor with the pistol. I'm a healer, but...
Okay, Armorhide, please tell me you did not just compare Legend Hero to Commander G.
He's trying to start a fight, isn't he?
I think he is.
Oh yeah, I admit, Legend Hero was good. Yeats is taking the cake. I just said that was good. I just said Legend Hero was good.
I think he just wants to fight.
I have no idea what to make of that. Do you, like, want to know the plot behind Legend Hero Latias? Or do you care?
I've never heard of it before, so might as well.
Okay, so... Legend Hero. Basically, it's similar to Yeats, the fact that, the winner of something called the Dream Battle gets their wish granted, and their angel, gets to become the next, like, watcher of the thing that keeps, that basically keeps the universe going, and it's powered by the dream of the winner of the dream battle. So like,
It's like, it's Chinese Kamen Rider, essentially.
Chinese Kamen Rider, and they get giant necks.
With a dash of Super Sentai.
That's another meme. A bearded dragon trying to decide which cricket to eat first.
Not this time.
Oh, Korean?
At least this one's awful.
And okay, armor. Have you seen the not the music videos? Like, okay, you basically got the cast of Legend Hero dancing while the three main characters sing their opening song. Cause that right there, that's top quality.
You mean the insert
They
themes?
thought we were Imperials. Well, you do look the part.
Insert things. Okay, it's been a long time since I've seen Forgive me.
And I'm
By the feelings of that.
at a point where I cannot get a freaking match to start. Now,
Speaking of which,
everybody in
I
space
wonder,
right now is what's
was
going on?
the other icon of fire given to
Also,
us?
Epsilon, are you drawing ruins
You don't
on the
believe me?
floor? Because if so,
Below the creative
I just
make
cleaned
of the
that.
elements
So we fighting.
icons to serve as keepers of the one.
I'm getting the power washer.
Not that I've ever set
Aim
too
it
much
right
store
at
by
Epsilon,
holy
please.
doctrine, but on that point, it's clear.
No, I have a different hose for that. Here.
Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. The new
This
one
one's
can't be
shoots
born until
soapy
the
water
previous
because
dies,
yikes!
and even that can take years.
Sets up a giant slingshot. Well, I'm about to send you flying with that giant slingshot, Epsilon.
So,
By the way, as I continue my inevitable countdown, let's see. From now to Saturday is like what, 5 days?
Yeah.
As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before
5
they start.
days.
5 golden rings!
And they'll be sorely disappointed.
Legitimately just...
I beg you to not do that again.
Okay.
Bye-bye, humans. I'm going to space. Yeah, you stay there! You stay there!
So, Sid more or less explained that there are when the goddess Gregor created the world, they created 8 icons that represented the elements, and only 8 to represent the elements. So the fact that there is a second icon of fire means something isn't right.
Game may exhibit problems due to insufficient connection speed. What? Is the internet derping that bad?
Okay, Armor Hider, you go there. Because if so, favorite armor hero and why? Not
So
armor
much
hero,
for
legendary.
arriving before sunset.
I'm thinking of a whole different thing
I
there.
didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The Fallen Lord. I've heard some call it an airship.
Sue.
Those flying days seem to be behind it. Shame that.
Old matchmaking.
I find it hilarious that Sid is talking about an airship.
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt it.
The internet's
Which is why
gone
I think we should
so sideways that I actually cannot connect to multiplayer matches right now.
Fuck.
Great.
That's a move.
At the very least, I only needed 2 more matches, 3 more matches to actually get the pilot suit I wanted, so if I can't get it today, I can still get it tomorrow.
Okay, Obelisk. As long as it's not tormenting you.
Oh my god.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these.
The turtle one.
Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
You know what?
Hey, Cody, laughing this guy for me.
Honestly, I can't decide between the Phoenix and the Tiger.
For a minute, I thought you were talking about the Phoenix from this game. I was about to say, Taro, the Phoenix is dead.
The Phoenix.
Also, I'm just gonna put that there. I'm trying to BS that the Egyptian gods had to be
Okay, too many people talking at once.
Sorry.
Latios,
Millennium World.
what were you saying?
Exodia is supposed to be an automatic win, fails, and so the Egyptian gods have to pick up the slack.
What were you saying
That
before?
is Exodia better if I've ever seen it.
Oh my goodness. What were you saying before?
That I find it weird that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World / Memories Arc, it was absolute BS how the Egyptian gods succeed, where Exodia, the automatic win condition, failed.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying something else. Tara, what were you saying?
The Phoenix isn't dead. Phoenix can just rise from their ashes anytime they want to.
Hard to rise from your ashes when you were ripped apart.
I mean, it could always just be a baby, you know.
I mean, that would be weird.
It would be small enough to fit inside the ashes of the main body.
I mean, I guess.
The first one, remind me, which one's the bird again, or are you talking about the phoenix? Because the ones I remember are, dragon, phoenix, tiger, bear? I think
Yes? Yes, I am Bear.
Not talking about you.
Oh.
Okay, so we are talking about the phoenix. Okay.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
So yeah, I can't decide whether my favorite being Phoenix or Tiger. Because yes, red. And because yes, red is my favorite color. The Tiger being able to like swap bits of its armor out instead of just going for a full suit change like how Lubu did it.
What is it they want?
You're welcome to
Yes.
ask the next ones we meet.
Just
Let me know how it
yes.
goes.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout.
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like.
Okay, now that we got Sue out of the way, who's your favorite character, Amrit? boo. You know what? Fair.
You know what this village reminds me of?
What?
Last night I watched this movie called Mermaid Invasion. I believe it was Chinese. And the subtitles were not good.
Oh God.
But I was able to get the gist of it. There's this village by the ocean that has been thriving for years. And the nephew of the village chief has been put into an arranged marriage.
Of course.
Even though he already has someone that he cares deeply about. Now this part I couldn't understand, like if like they were actually arranging it so that his girlfriend would be the one he's actually marrying. I don't know. But the night of the ceremony, when the bride appears, the nephew is supposed to gift the woman with a treasure that was given to him by his uncle. It's a big ass pearl. And as he's giving it, he notices something off in the water and accidentally drops it. Like it hits the woman's hand and falls to the side and hits the water. And the nephew and his boys freak out and like duck and like look down in the water, and then a blue mermaid monster thing comes out of the water, grabs the arranged bride, and then goes back into the water. Like it spears her off the dock. Like, I may not have been able to understand, like, 85% of that movie. No. I was able to understand 85% of that movie. But I may not have been able to understand it completely. But I can tell you that for what seemed like a cheap movie, the production value was not that bad. Like, the mer people were cool to look at.
Miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan.
Also, it turned out the uncle had hit, like when they were younger, him and two others were saved by the mer people during a storm on a fishing trip. And how did the uncle repay them? He kidnapped their leader and forced her to produce pearls. And then when his two friends, his brothers, started to grow a conscience, he had them disappeared. Which included the father of the main character.
I like it, go.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No. No. I'm just genuinely gonna get going.
Okay. Damn, that like, it's like I said that. It's like I hit you with a stun gun or something. Like, oh my god.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
There's an owl here. Tell me what happened, owl.
I don't think owls can talk.
Well, if it's got a gem, it has a gem on its forehead. It's got to be able to do something.
You clearly have not met the right owls.
There's one. There's one in Hyrule that never shuts the fuck up.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'll see you later, and I'll see you later too, Amber.
Later, Gator.
No one here.
It's really weird. There's no one here. No people, no animals.
I got myself a new unit for completing a single-player challenge.
Cool.
The Jim Sniper Custom ML. For missile launcher, I suppose.
Huh.
A variation of the Jim Sniper Custom, which was manufactured in limited quantities to meet the needs of veteran pilots. In contrast to Xeon's predilection for deploying a wide variety of mobile suit designs, both wholly new and custom, the Earth Federation forces squeezed every drop of combat performance it could out of the stalwart Jim, swiftly creating numerous design variations to meet the rapidly changing needs of the campaign. Carrying over the improved performance and sniping capability of the Jim Sniper Custom, this variation has improved firepower for anti-ship and anti-fortress operations. Its rear-mounted missile launchers are easily installed on-site and provide serious punch. Named after a squadron that employed the unit during the attack on Abawaku, it is referred to as the Shimoda Squad type. Neat.
Oh, I hear someone crying. That's a child.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
The church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front. I'll take it.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog.
Damn!
About time.
Stand back.
That'll work.
Who the hell are you?
Also, predilection for creating custom machines, both customized and unique.
You weren't coming.
That's a funny way of saying Xeon had no idea how to manage resources, kept throwing them away on stuff that was never going to work to begin with.
Throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks.
It's all right. It's with me.
And even keep the stuff that doesn't.
Everyone.
Yep.
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
In fact, especially the stuff that doesn't. Keep that.
Yeah.
As soon as we mass produce the big Zam, it's all over for the Federation. What do you mean the big Zam is in a win condition?
What do you mean the Big Zam is too hard to reproduce?
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady. But we are the dominant.
What do you mean we don't have enough resources?
Before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
What do you mean stop repeating everything you say?
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks.
To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
The Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
Oh, great.
That thing is, there's actually
Instead of
kind of
killing
a
them, you lead the rats straight
mission
to
scenario in
us.
Dynasty Warriors
Mercy.
Gundam Reborn where you go through that exact conversation.
Huh.
Those are blown away and is having difficulty
Look what we have
comprehending
here,
how his Big Zam army
An
could have
Imperial
lost.
bearer.
And they're all
Good.
basically telling
I
him
was
on
getting
both sides,
bored.
you threw nothing but Big Zams at us. How are we not supposed to learn how to fight them?
So I think this chick may be a dominant. Seeing as how she just used wind magic. Oh, yep, she's Garuda. That makes sense with all the feathers in her. Wait, what? Oh, that's not Garuda. She just summoned a creature.
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does. Sid has some explaining to do.
She can die. Shut up, Armor Hide. Shut the fuck up. Huh?
Not sure I want to
No,
know.
he saw Garuda's dominant and he's like, oh, she can dominate me. Like, shut the fuck up.
I will now proceed to bonk him with the anti-horny stick. Bonk! None of that
You've
here.
got some fighting.
None of that here.
Even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this
Can't
how
reach me,
you
I'm in
recruit
another
all
state.
of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
Time and space mean nothing to me. I will bonk you. Bonk.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Something is needed.
And she's
Back to Terrestium. Diablo won't defeat himself. Okay.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bears at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. No offense.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't help when we can.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of your deed on the board, whose tamed worms 1,000 unslain but tenfold, 100 full legions the undragon led, and watched as a million foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it stumbers the dead. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And
All I gotta say is, gotta love how, by Ben's own admission, he doesn't give a flying hoot for her alien powers that can't be directly used for combat in some capacity.
and bring peace to my brother's soul.
And even then, he only wants the ones he know are guaranteed a good knockout punch. In one episode, while he and Ben 23 are stuck in another dimension, they both attempt their omnitrices at the same time. One gets pesky dust, and the other gets mustache. And Ben Prime, getting mustache, complains, "Why is it that we both get unsatisfactory aliens? Mine is still inferior to yours." He acknowledges pesky dust is good. It's just not his preference for dealing with problems.
His
Of course, he
radiance
wants to
would have
punch
us
shit.
believe the Imperial host invincible. here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you're distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
Speaking of, and kind of bringing this full circle to my own story there, you know, universe. Okay, just imagine the instant I unlock Big Chill, or as I prefer to call my version, Phantom Moth. There's a brief moment where we're considering the name. You and I just stare at each other for a good 30 seconds or so, and I just say, I'm not naming this one Mothman. But it's right there! I get the real one coming after my ass? No, thank you.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
Gotta try getting into another match.
I won't. Right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it.
So,
do you?
This group I've been listening to, calling themselves Dead Set Media, they've been doing a podcast of a Gundam tabletop RPG for quite some time. They called it Fetty Scum.
Yeah, I've been like I listened to an episode or two, and I've been meaning to listen to more. Just haven't had time.
They've just started their Zeta Gundam season.
Ooh.
In order to get time to prep Zeta, they actually released their previously Patreon exclusive G Gundam podcast, the American Preliminaries Gundam Fight 20. I appreciated seeing the world of G Gundam for a little while, but like the pilot of the Dread Gundam Terror of the Midwest just At first, he seemed like one of the most wholesome characters you'd ever find, and then he just became increasingly disturbing. As his freaking martial arts style is called crawling demon style, so naturally he's got to move in ways that are uncanny and disturbing. Despite being a suburban dad in basically every other sense.
Right.
That's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
Ah, well.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kit.
What can I interest you in today?
But, yeah. They've done the entire one-year war from January to December, or the entire thing. They've done Operation Stardust with a different crew of people.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
By which I mean same players, different characters. And after that break for the Detour into G Gundam, now we're in Zeta.
I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking.
And our current cast of characters is a little bit of both the Stardust season and the one-year war season.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
And I'm just gonna put it to you this way.
I trust it's all here.
I've talked up and hyped up the Gundam Pixie before. When you see the point a Gundam Pixie becomes involved in the one-year war story, you'll see why.
Yeah, that'll fetch a good price.
I will describe the stuff they did with the Gundam Pixie as follows.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of
Imagine you see this cute little bunny rabbit.
mine. I hope it's to your liking.
God thought it would be pretty funny to give this rabbit about 20 pounds of caffeine and sugar and a scattergun, and that rabbit wants to hurt you.
So the rabbit from Monty Python's Holy Grail.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
Basically, yes.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
Except this one is capable of holding and shooting a gun.
It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
That's effectively the Pixie in this universe. In this story.
Quinton here is an old friend. One who is
But the
sympathetic.
Pixie is already fairly light armored and meant to move fast and hit like a truck because of it, hit and run stuff. Now imagine having, say, the exam system crammed into it.
When last I
Oh,
checked,
Lord.
the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
Speaking of which, I'm piloting a Gundam Pixie for this next match. My team consists of a Zisa, some kind of weird artillery support mech, myself in the Pixie, a Rizel, a Gundam GP01, and our last person is still picking.
See that
Okay.
at once. And I need hardly tell you how
Looks like
they
it
will
might.
greet the
A Zeku
inquiries
Ein's
of a
Type
bearer.
2 loadout.
You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears.
2 supports, 2 generals, and me as
As
our
they
sole
have
raid.
ever
That's
since
actually fairly
the moment you were marked.
balanced. I'm okay with this.
Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen
The reason I use a as Team Rabbit logos picked. Hilariously enough, Rabbit and I earlier.
This might be
This
Imperial
thing
land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me, everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means. And what it means if they don't take none. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance.
I just take down a freaking mass production double Zeta with this thing. Yeah, one of the mobile suits added more recently in the game is the mass production double Zeta Gundam.
It boggles the mind that, like, out of all the suits they could mass produce, it was the double Zeta they decided to mass produce.
Oh, they tried with the Zeta Gundam multiple times.
Getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others.
These others.
And there goes a Hazel.
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think that a thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else?
Only that you weren't alone, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see.
Bloody cowards!
So the thing that really, like, you know, I'm a sucker for a good mystery, right?
I mean, that's what got you hooked into my MLP stuff. So yes.
I mean, yeah. The mystery of Ifrit in this game is, like, it's what's got me hooked, because they say there are only 8 elemental dominants, or 8 icons, I mean. And yet, here comes Ifrit, a second dominant of fire. Something that should not exist, does exist. It's like, okay, how, what, when, why, and where?
I don't know what killed me, but I got killed.
Like, who is Ifrit's dominant? Why is Ifrit's dominant? Where has Ifrit been all these centuries?
Master Quinton took a liking to you,
Going to take advantage of the Pixies' self-coding and attempt to infiltrate the enemy base to plant a bomb.
Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thank.
I'm searching for.
Also, the enemy has 2 mass production double Zeta Gundam.
But now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say.
And of course, right when I'm attempting to plant the bomb, that's when my team decides to push on the enemy base.
One of the other bed,
thank you.
But now I'm stuck in here. Because they're inevitably going to see my mobile suit.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
Ow!
A shady lad.
How did that not connect?
And his equally shady lass. Not much to go on. But
But
I've been thinking, if our
That's
friend
that
is
in this game is like
why not there's a
incredibly
reason he's
weird.
holding back? And I reckon it has something to do with it.
what makes you
By all
say
means, my knife swiping across his back should have insta-killed
The
him.
two were separated.
And
If
yet,
the
it
one
looks
who
like I
discovered
didn't even
our
scrap
dominants like to think twice
him.
before starting any. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found.
You painted your double zeta green. I can appreciate that.
It'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes.
That was a lot of green mobile suits
Should be
here.
a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
I very much can and do appreciate the fact that some people here have painted their mobile suits green.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will...
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin.
Come on, girl.
Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your service. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they... I expect it to be gone before you...
As you wish. Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at the deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Well, my bomb got defused again. Holy crap, you did a lot of damage.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
Freaking James
If the
Martin
Royalists
of
were
all
looking to
things.
take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should
Dude's even seen my mobile suit just sitting there with no pilot and proceeds to destroy it anyway instead of looking for me.
Damn.
Must really hate Pixies. Also, it would have helped if one of our teammates didn't quit mid-match.
Wrong way, friend.
It's over.
happy that you like me, so I've been writing overall. I'm glad you're engaged with the mystery I've set up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also happy that the little jokes and references and such I put down have gone over so well.
They're pretty good, man.
What are the royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
I'd ask, let's take, of the powers that Midnight has displayed so far, what one will be your favorite, but he hasn't really displayed too many yet.
I mean, like, he's technically shown the gravity stuff by accident and the dream walking, but that's it, really.
Like I said, so far he hasn't really done much.
I just got a trophy called Shift.
I'll tell your lady. You try.
I don't even know what that's about, but it's funny as hell.
Cairnorvins. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
I knew it. Failed matchmaking because the signal hated me.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge.
So, I'm assuming you also caught that moment I put Discord in a Starfleet uniform.
Yes, I did. When he decided to go for the diplomatic option.
We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you
I thought that
risk
was
your
pretty
life
funny.
for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property,
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. And our world isn't ready for a place like that.
On the opposite side of this coin,
So it is.
friendship in disguise. What do you think of that story channel so far?
Well, from what I have read, I like it. It's been interesting to see how you integrate animated into MLP and also like other aspects of Transformers.
so tell me about this, Benedicta.
I would ask which character you seem to like the most of the bunch so far, but I think I already know that answer.
Underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is no more
Ratchet.
to walk away from.
Yep. I'm a sucker for a good mystery, and I'm a sucker for for an old curmudgeon robot.
And so far, this team of I can't believe it's not Maximals has both in their midst.
Yes? What? Fine purse weighing you down?
And, yeah. Not hard to see why people are gravitating to Ratchet. So far, he's got the most characterization of anybody here.
Yep.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I
think the best work of characterization I did was all of 2 sentences when Ratchet realizes they're going to evacuate the ship. I am not abandoning this ship. He's all I have left.
Finished, are you?
Yeah, that's a really good line.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want? No scratches, right? Not bad.
I think out of everybody, Optimus might have the next most characterization here, as he's the one who immediately sees Ratchet's distress and is attempting to remind him, we'll come back for the ship. We just can't do anything about it right now.
My best work, but it'll do.
Even upon hearing this promise to return when they are better equipped and have a plan, Ratchet's still not too happy.
My best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
And since I took a moment to divert from animated just to adding 6 Autobot to our crew here, changing their history a bit. How is the characterization of Elita so far?
Pretty good. I don't really have much to say outside of like what's already been said.
Fair enough. I think like going from the bots who've had the most characterization to the least characterization.
Go on then.
We got Ratchet, then Optimus, then Elita, then it's kind of a tie between Bulkhead and Prowl, then Bumblebee.
I'll be thankful you got that much. Finished, are you?
Eventually to be renamed Bumble Bear because I could not resist the friggin' pun. A Bumble Bear that looks like a fusion of a bear and a bumblebee. Therefore, he must be Bumble Bear.
From henceforth, you will be known as Bumblebear.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on this.
Do you think we should go and help?
Yours is not a familiar face.
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you.
That's,
Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes. And what varied company. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. Perhaps you... I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I was originally thinking, like, maybe Prowl was one of the lesser characterized bosses. I realized I did do some character work for him. Most of it's just not in his speech. Since Prowl hasn't spoken much.
Yeah.
Instead, it's more so displayed in action, which is fitting for this Prowl. He does occasionally jab at the others for, like, an occasional joke, but he's mostly been putting his metaphorical money where his mouth is. Meanwhile, Bulkhead's just trying to keep everybody's spirits up. All I'm saying is, you kind of look like the Iron Bears my mentor would have had to scare away back off from the Energon farm. You're just as cute and chubby. Chubby. And yes, that is actually Bulkhead's canonical background in animated. He came from an Energon farm.
Interesting.
Of course, there was a... Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. I had to lower the level of my pixie a little in order to get it ready to sortie on this map. So this team consists of another Zisa, a Gobaldi Beta, my Pixie, a Jigen, and a Gobaldi Beta high mobility type, Titans version.
Alright.
Interesting lineup. Yeah, speaking of the occasional jabs Prowl would give off, if I found one. The leader one's telling them, I don't like the sound of his proceed with caution, and Prowl says, those two? Caution? You're asking too much. To which Bumblebear snaps, hey, I could be helpful, like, I could be careful. Okay, mission start. It's an ace match, so I don't gotta worry about trying to blow up the base. there's an addition on these mobile suits in this game that I actually kind of enjoy now that I've gotten used to it.
Okay.
I love the fact that the mobile suits have running lights on their shoulders.
They got what?
Running lights.
Oh.
Like planes and ships. Green on one side, red on the other. It actually makes sense for them to have them. I'm surprised more things haven't tried slapping them on. Reload my machine gun while I have a chance. Moving so I'm not immediately in the line of fire. After the point.
Alright, so history records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. And let's see. One warden each of fire, water, thunder, ice, wind, earth, light, and darkness. Common belief that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist was shaken by the appearance of a second icon of fire during the Imperial attack on Phoenix Gate. So yeah, like there's 8 icons and they each represent an element.
There's another pixie out here.
Is there a chapter of the Autobots learning about TTRPGs yet? What? So yeah, there's only supposed to be 8 of them, but then Ifrit showed up, and it's like, uh-oh.
Surprise, party people! Why are they trying to target our base? This is an ace match. They can't damage our base.
Alright, the Bestiary. Here we go. The second icon of fire. A fire aspected icon that first emerged in the year of the realm 860. when Imperial forces attacked the Rosarian stronghold of Phoenix Gate. Clad in infernal flame, the fiendish creature flung itself against the Phoenix, overpowering the icon with a strength and ferocity never seen before or since. The Phoenix! The Warden of Fire, last seen on the night of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate in the year 860. When the young Joshua Rosefield lost control of his powers, the Phoenix first awakened among the Motes of Fire, an ancient tribe who dwelled in the western reaches of Storm. And the careful preservation of bloodlines among the Rosarian nobility ensured that its dominant would always be born in the ducal line. The Warden of Ice, of whom Jill Warwick is the current dominant. With her glacial aspect and ability to conjure boreal boulders from the aether, Shiva's appearance on the battlefield makes her enemies' blood run cold. Titan, the Warden of Earth, of whom Hugo Kupak is the current dominant. He takes the form of a stone-skinned giant, whose granite fists shake the earth with every mighty pummel. Titan's dominant awakens among the peoples of the Dalmatian deserts, the recipient of his strength being granted great power and status by the Republic in return for a commitment to protect the nation in times of war. Alright, now for the non-icons. Chirada, an ethereal conjuration summoned forth by Benedicta Harmon when Clive encountered the dominant of Wind near Lostwing. Despite their size, the creature's heavily feathered wings did not seem to hamper its movement, which was disconcertingly nimble. More so than speed, though, it was Chirada's array of powerful magics that set it apart from lesser foes. Goblins, Gigas, Vampire Thorns, Morborals, Hornets, Chocobos, Wolves.
So, fun fact, my one-year war Gundam Pixie actually kept up with a Gen 3 close combat type.
Nice.
I kept up with something from Double Zeta.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Alright. That's enough. Time to head back out and continue the story.
I'll be right back.
Has fallen. The Eastern Territories all but belong to the Orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
No bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
Blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
us more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
So you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus
I'm back.
betrayed us.
Okay.
Him again.
You haven't missed much outside the fact that apparently Benedicta is fucking the king.
My liege, I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
I just have to sort it into one more rated match, and then I'll have the freaking pilot suit I wanted.
Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling.
I'm still kind of blown away at the fact that I kept up with a Dim 3 with my Pixie of all things. Because again, we're talking 10 years difference technologically speaking.
One of our sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Better performance, faster reaction speed,
To the chapel.
longer
I shall
reach with
entertain
its
them
freaking beam javelin. And here I am, in a one-year war Gundam Pixie with a pair of beam daggers that don't reach nearly as far, and I've still managed to keep up.
Damn.
Lucky, I guess, because I'm still fast. Probably not as fast as a Gym 3, but still fast. Plus, I think the dude's biggest error was choosing to let me escape, or at least attempt to escape, so that he could reclaim a point I stole from him. Because these points, they let your team respawn at them. I took one because it was closer to our base, and the enemy had tried taking it so they could attack us where we live. He shows up out of the ether to try to shoot me away.
Maybe holding the bearers there.
I very much do leave, but when I do, he seems to immediately forget I exist and goes to try to take the point back instead of making sure I was dead first.
And you're gonna give up?
Sid, this gate.
Need some help.
Because of that, I'm able to get the pop shots in on his mobile suit before he can get back into it.
I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes. Good news,
Ah, shit.
lads.
Your search is over.
That's fat. Oh, wait, there's still one. Okay, that was fast. Took him out pretty quickly. Probably helps I remembered to use my magic.
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Take your pick.
How about a window?
Bloody show off. Well, we found the Imperial garrison, right where the Royalists left them.
So, here's a hypothetical for you.
Okay.
It's the 1-year war. You're an Earth Federation ace pilot, and you're being promoted to using a Gundam. But in a rare instance of this never actually happens and would never happen, you're allowed to pick which model of Gundam you want.
They're everywhere.
You have a choice between the Pixie and the Knight. You're still fighting to hit Xeon off of Earth. You're not going to be doing any real space combat.
If that's the case, ground
So
type.
do you want to be... That's not the thing. Do you want to be speedy or tanky?
Tanky.
I don't blame you in the slightest, because those things are, as I've said before,
A reliable workhorse.
reliable workhorses.
Yep.
In my case, I actually don't think I can decide super easy. There's benefits to both. I think I'm a lean towards speedy in this case, though. Yeah, go figure. The Lost Heroes like to go fast.
Yeah.
Now for the biggest question yet. How would you pick out your ground type?
Never will one for half.
Oh, that's a good question.
These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
After them.
Like, here's more or less how I'd get out my 60. While it would increase the weight a smidge, I would add a pair of additional thrusters in the back of the legs, a small shield on the left arm.
They were expecting it.
You don't say. I mean, a small shield, as in like the smallest shield they got.
Yeah.
Super huge. The model in question also has I believe, a machine gun on the other side. And a pair of standard Gym/Gundam type beam sabers on the backpack, in addition to the beam daggers, in case I need extra feet.
Got it.
for my main distance weapon. I'm going to... It's honestly a toss-up between whether I want to kind of use the bullpup machine gun or the pair of Ideally, I'd be using a pair of beam spray guns or something, but I don't know if they'd be available yet. No, screw it. I'm just gonna say in this hypothetical they are available. So, 2 beam spray guns.
I feel like I'm walking into a trap.
Probably.
There's a lot of dead Imperial bodies here.
What the hell happened here?
Benedicta mentioned making us go to the church. I get the feeling something's about to go down.
Do I seem so
I guess I'll start with this.
Does
Does your hypothetical one-year war ace pilot have any signature colors?
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight.
Brown and navy.
Well, let's chat then.
Okay.
Where are the men and
How
women
would you
took
lay them
from
out
Russia?
on your Gundam, assuming you were allowed to do so? I've seen pilots customize their machines before, even in the Federation.
Brown for primary, navy blue for secondary.
You need me.
Okay.
Your king needs me. I'm all for building
I'm going
a
to assume
new
you
world.
mean
Just not
brown
me.
for the chest and navy
Bastard's
blue
dreams are as
for the
twisted
head
as his
and limbs.
promises are false. And I want no
I
part
guess I'm not really sure how it works. Hi,
That's not
Seki.
how you secondary to a ground type Gundam.
to a leader who'd use me. Like he uses you.
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You know what?
You're right.
How about this? You get to
Who
pick
you are anymore.
4 colors for your
Only
balance.
once.
Up to 4 at least.
I only know what you used to say. You were tired of running.
Brown, navy blue, red,
Free of
black.
it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed?
Okay, I'll
When
see
you
what I
think
can do
you had
there.
to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted.
If and when I get to sketching around a concept.
I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame, then why do
My
you
pixie
feel
would be
so sorry for
primarily
yourself?
white
A rousing
with
speech, Lord
the
Commander.
standard gray sections.
To believe you might have changed.
Cast an additional pull armor like around the
It's
wrists
you!
and the ankles that's green with
can't do
blue
this anymore.
on the upper half of the belly and the feet.
Okay.
If you would stand between our leash and his dream, then you leave me no choice.
Gold for the collar and vest, and because that would also be the Federation logo on the shield.
Uh-oh. I think Benedicta is... Oh, shit!
Stand back, Clyde.
Okay, she didn't turn into Garuda, but she has, like... It's like a weird, like they haven't summoned their icons, but they're using their icons' powers. Like, Benedicta has wings and is covered in green energy, representing wind magic. Sid is just covered in blue blue lightning energy. Coincidentally, it also makes him faster.
What kind of shield is your ground type carrying?
Probably standard for ground type?
The small shield, aka the shovel shield.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I hope Sid survived that.
Are you using the equipment mounting backpack or the gym ground type backpack? I've seen ground Gundams that use either or.
What's the difference?
Well, Sid.
The backpack usually seen on the Gundam ground types can equip, you know, the weapons rack that the big cannon is in, or the parachute pack, whereas the gym ground type is closer to your standard bullet backpack.
Then the first one.
You want the extra equipment. Okie doke. Primary weapon. Here you have some options. So, the ground type Gundam has, amongst other weapons, there's the 100mm machine gun, the standard machine gun you see a ground type carrying. A ground type Gundam beam rifle, which is basically it's effectively the same kind of beam rifle that the R78 has, but the external equipment's different, the sensor's different, shape is generally different.
Okay.
There's the rocket launcher, which is basically their version of the Hyper Bazooka. There's a 3-tube missile launcher.
Interesting.
Which has that, like, weird triangular shape to it.
She doesn't look happy, Tom.
There's the aforementioned 180mm cannon. There's a net launcher for capturing enemy mobile suits. And technically, by the nature of how the ground type is designed, it could field other types of weapons the Federation had available, like the Full Pulse gun or the beam spray gun, other types of beam rifle, like the Jim Dominant beam rifle.
Okay.
Even the Slave Raid's custom shield machine gun, which is basically take the ground type shield as it already exists and slap a pair of 100mm machine guns underside. So if you got
Whew. I don't know. quite a lot of options.
Oh God! That is my fault for hyperextending. Retreat! Retreat!
Sid, are you alright?
Do I look alright? Benedicta will be on her way to collect the Dominant, if she hasn't already. You can't afford to let them leave. Remember, she has wings, you don't.
What about you?
It depends on your preference and weaponry for whatever you to end up putting on your mobile suit.
I suppose. Alright, chasing after Benedicta and trying to
So
get to the fire dominant.
I guess more so the question to ask is, what is your preference in mobile suit weaponry as far as, you know, shooting goes?
I mean, I do like machine guns.
She must be here somewhere.
Then you have a few options. Off the top of my head, there's a standard ground type machine gun. There's the full pulp machine gun you'd see on later model gyms. There's a slave raid type tape where it's basically two ground type tape versions just freaking welded onto a ground type shield. I'm pretty sure a couple Federation Gatling guns around, depending on how heavy you want to go.
What were the options again? Sorry, I'm...
Okay, the standard ground type machine gun is a 100mm machine gun. Decent stopping power, decent range, relatively slow firing speed.
Alright.
There's the full pulp machine gun, which has better accuracy and range, and an even slower firing rate. I think. I'd have to double check.
I guess for now, just go with the ground type's machine gun.
Oh, Padley, I think he might have. Anyways, okay. It fires faster and jams because of the whole full pulp design. That appears to be what's going on here.
Okay.
There was a customized weapon used by the Skid Raid, which is itself a ground type gun that welded a ground shield to a pair of those machine guns and effectively made a dual machine gun out of it.
Okay. Interesting.
And the Federation has a few models of Gatling gun, or depending on how heavy you want it to go.
Oh, shit. Fuck me, I guess. I just walked straight into their planning room.
Oh no. No, 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 not again. Not again. Get away from me. Ooh. At this point, the enemy team might as well be the seagulls finding Nemo. I don't see them fighting any of my other teammates. Just coming after me.
No holding back.
Okay, that's the last of the limited missions I wanted to worry about. Finally done. Now to just get my main pirate suit, swap my cosmetics over, and start the healing process from subjecting myself to way too much rank for one person to ever have to deal with in a single week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was using before. The light color special color light space suit created in collaboration with Gundam Breaker. Didn't even realize I had that.
Finally.
Something tells me I'm about to fight Benedicta.
I confess I expected more from the old man. And less from you. This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why cost your lot with such undesirables? If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
You know exactly what I want. Hand over the dominant, and I'll leave you in peace.
You would dare to make demands of me. Know your place, little lamb. Fool is the shepherd who heeds every bleat of the flock.
I have just enough points for one more Hearst supply drop before I finally put this to bed.
Must I spell it out for you, Branded? No one is listening.
Red Rider Beamsaber.
Nice.
And it was as underwhelming as I expected it to be.
Slaughter with you.
Damn, she is really strong. Oh, cool, I disarmed her.
Where is he? I won't ask again.
You paid for that.
There's no mistake. Federation has a variety of machine guns, depending on how heavy you want to go with it.
Dodge this.
I figured just start with the standard ground type machine gun. Torgal!
Cry all you like.
This bitch is gonna die. She hurt my dog.
I'd ask if there was any particular kind of melee weapon you'd like to go with it, but I only know so much of what the Betties had at the time. Like, it was usually some variant of a beam saber.
Right.
Standard sabers or beam javelins or occasionally the twin beam spear.
Oh yeah, twin beam spear. I forgot about that. That's the thing that the Jim Striker has, right?
Yeah, and a variant of the pixie has one too.
I'll definitely take that. That shit looks cool.
So fun fact, Red originally hated on the design of the thing because it wasn't aesthetically pleasing. He was actually kind of balking at the idea of function over form.
Honestly, that does not surprise me.
Oh, and I tell him, because at the time the Federation wasn't concerned about making it look good, they were concerned about not dying.
Time to join your pet. I'll bury it together. Stay down.
ironically enough, if I got myself another Jim Striker and another Gundam Pixie, I think would actually, for the most part, make the version of the Pixie in both fairy that had the weapon in question.
Interesting.
Oh, that is one more.
Torgal! You're still alive! Yo, the double team! Oh my god! Torgal just spun around her neck like it was a damn stripper pole. I need to take a minute here. Okay, so the dog, Torgal, grabbed onto Benedicta's neck and spun a full circle around her before letting go. He swung around her like it was a damn stripper pole. Oh my god. That was too good. Dude, this fight is fucking amazing. Oh, sweet! I beat Benedicta! I was expecting a kaiju fight.
You are but a branded. How?
I mean, I was the first shield of Rosaria.
How did you even survive? How?
The answer is simple, Benedicta. He was fighting for something he believed in.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
We've played your games. Now tell me where he is.
What are you?
What the fuck? What?
Enough of this. What?
She can't use her magic.
She's gone.
What's happening?
Give her back. Give her back. Give her back.
My lady!
Where is she? Where is Garida? What have you done?
Look at me, my lady. We need you here.
What the hell is going on?
Her power, you took it from her. How'd you do that? Fuck me.
So,
The bear's
here's a
found
fun
a way
fact
out.
for you.
Yes.
One of the Titans developed mobile suit, the
This place is
Hazel,
ready to collapse.
it started off as a gym with a Gundam head that gradually evolved into a straight-up Gundam with each update they gave it.
Huh. With great power is the name of the trophy I just got. That's amazing. I was not expecting a Spider-Man reference in my Final Fantasy.
What was that?
Like I was saying, it started off as just a gym with a Gundam-style head for psychological warfare. Also mentioned a testing unit because he was assigned to the Titan test team.
Yes.
Right.
But as it was eventually pushed into combat because they genuinely needed it there, they started updating it more and more with different kinds of experimental tech and just generally trying to see, can we still do the testing with this while we're fighting? And as they kept scooping up this gym with more and more specialized parts, it eventually just became a straight-up Gundam.
Cool.
And here come the cavalry, itching to butcher the bastards who made them miss their morning gruel.
And that in and of itself just amuses me to no end.
If they catch us leaving a burning care, people might jump to conclusions.
Right.
Wings of Change.
And the best part is, the Hazel is basically the direct parent to the Mark II. Everything they learned from the...
Okay! Sorry.
You were saying?
No, it's time for dinner.
Yeah, everything they learned from the Hazel eventually got turned into the Gundam Mark II.
Benedicta said you'd taken her power.
Okay.
You know, still haven't been.
And that's effectively where the Mark II came from. You can thank the Hazel for happening in between series.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end it here for today. We accomplished quite a bit. We beat Benedicta. We didn't get to fight Garuda though. But we did get Garuda's powers, so that's awesome. So tomorrow will probably be Super Robot Wars again. So until then, it's been Vegas Bear 92, and I will see you guys on next stream. All right. And I forgot to say that Latios was here. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Anyway, we'll catch you later.